I'm going to do my in-cab inspection. My steering wheel set up right. My seat is where I want it. My seat belt is properly mounted secure, not ripped or torn. It latches, unlatches, and relatches. I am now going to do a safe start. Got to make sure my brakes are set. Vehicle's in neutral. My splitter is down. I'll turn the key to auxiliary. My ABS light has come on and went off to show that it is working properly. I'll put my foot on the clutch, start the truck. Take my foot off the clutch, and I still have a brake light on because my brakes are applied. I will now do my governor check. My governor operates from 120 to 140 psi. The governor kicks in at or below 100 psi, kicks back out from 120 to 140 psi, and the safety release valve opens at 150 to release excess air to protect the system. I currently do have full air, so now I will do my tractor trailer tug test. For this, foot on the clutch, vehicle in low gear. Since I'm testing my tractor, I'll push in my trailer. Let up on the clutch so I feel a slight tug. There it is, push back down. Reapply the trailer brake. Now I'm going to test my trailer brake, so I'm going to push in my tractor. Let up on the clutch so I feel a tug. There it is. Push back down, reapply my tractor brake, vehicle back in neutral, foot off the clutch. This test was successful because my tractor and trailer brake held us in place. Now I'm going to do my service combination test. I got to make sure my air is in range, so it is currently building. So now I will rev to 1,000 till I hear the sneeze. There's my sneeze, now I can proceed. Foot on the clutch, vehicle in low gear. Right foot must cover the brake pedal. Release both of my brakes. I'm going to hold the wheel loosely with my thumbs around it and pull forward 10 to 15 feet. Clutch back in, stop with the brake. Reapply my brakes. Vehicle back in neutral, foot off the clutch and brake. This test was successful because my vehicle stopped in a straight line. If it had pulled to the left or right, it could be one of 5 reasons. Cargo shift, lower flat tire, uneven surface, brakes out of adjustment, or suspension damage. I will now do my applied pressure setup. For this, I have to make sure I have enough air so that my needles are currently moving, so I will rev it up to 1,000 RPM to help it. There's my sneeze. I will now do my applied pressure setup. For this, clutch in, vehicle in low gear, shut the truck off, turn it back to auxiliary, watch my needles move, foot off the clutch, release both of my brakes. While I'm waiting for my air to stabilize, that ends my applied pressure setup. Now I'm going to do my applied pressure test. For this test, I cannot lose more than 4 psi in 60 seconds in a combination vehicle and 3 psi in 60 seconds in a single vehicle. My air has settled. I will now put my foot on the brake, hold it down, let my needles stabilize again. Once they stabilize, I will count to 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, but on test day you do count by ones. Foot off the brake. This test was successful because I did not lose more than 4 psi in 60 seconds. I will now do my warning light and buzzer test. For this test, my warning light and buzzer should come on at or above 55 psi. I will fan down until they come on. There it is. My primary is at 60 psi. My secondary is also at 60 psi. So this test was successful because it came on in proper range. I will now do my spring brake pop-out test. For this test, my tractor trailer should pop out between 45 and 20 psi. The trailer should pop out first to prevent a jackknife. I will fan down now, watching my knobs. I recognize they did both pop out. My primary is at 20 psi. My secondary is also at 20 psi. So this test was successful because they did pop out in range. I will now perform another safe start. My brakes are set. I put the vehicle back in neutral and start the truck. Take my foot off the clutch. Now I will proceed with my safety equipment. I have a fire extinguisher, it's properly mounted secure in its bracket, minimum 10 BC, fully charged, pin in place with up-to-date sticker. I have 3 red reflective triangles that can stand on their own or not damaged. And I have spare fuses in my glove box for each circuit unless it is circuit breaker equipped. I will now do my lights. 1 click turns on all my lights except my low beams. 2nd click turns on my low beams. They should be working. And then I will shut off my lights. Right turn signal, left turn signal work. High beams are working. 4-way flashers are working. I will now do my windshield. It's properly mounted and secure, not cracked or broken. If there was a crack, it can't impede the driver's view. Rubber seal is soft and pliable, does not leak any moisture. I have no illegal stickers, but I do have an updated safety inspection sticker. My mirrors, all 7 of my mirrors are properly mounted and secure, not cracked or broken, and they are adjustable to the driver. I will now do my vents. Turn it to high, turn it to heat. My defrost is working properly. My feet is working properly. I will turn it to my face. And I have proper airflow out of all vents. My depth gauge is 3/4 full. It could be no less than 1/4 of a tank. My windshield wipers are properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. Tight against the windshield. Blades are soft and pliable, and the fluid works properly. My city horn works properly. My air horn works properly. Now I will shut off my truck. Make sure I have no power. And that completes my in-cab.